as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you?
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Front, 20.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. Desmond Trufant. Out there making the tackle.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's Darkwan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Goff. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Darquan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Airing it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. On the run, Darkwa. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
I'm going to run you over.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set the tone, D.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Record. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check tight. Check tight. Gun. Watch the edge.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
5 down, stand up in it.
2 for 1. Hey, lift. Five.
Goff now to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Right there. 54 Mike. Go. Check.
Now Ryan on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
First down, Los Angeles.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw again. Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Freeman again. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Like 20. 45. We go. 76. 76. Hey, I-7. 45. Value 3. Value 3. Come, baby. I'm coming, baby. Take it on.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Goff now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Down to lose one. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing again. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Off. Kill. Hey, go.
Again, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
2 for 1.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's gone. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 on the counter. It's Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Darkwa. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gone. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Tonight, like 20.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? The interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, 38. Falcons 28.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 12, Ryan, blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, it's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes